Good afternoon, Rochester Memorial students and families. Mr. Medeiros here with this week's Medeiros Minute. Boys and girls, I want to thank you for a great week. I know it was a short week of learning, but what a great week it was. I know it's difficult sometimes to come back to school after a nice 4-day long weekend, actually, for all of you, ready to learn, but everyone certainly came right in on Wednesday, engaged, ready to learn. And Mr. West and I, as we walked around the building, saw a lot of wonderful teaching and learning going on. So thank you, boys and girls, and thank you, staff, for jumping right back into uh, wonderful, engaging lessons here at school after a nice long weekend. So excellent job there. Parents and guardians, just wanted to let everyone know, and you may have heard your students come home or your children come home and talk about this, but we are currently in our Ames Web middle of the year assessment window. So our students in grades K through 6 are currently taking the middle of the year ELA and mathematics benchmark assessments on the Ames Web platform. If you recall, at the beginning of the year and even over the summer, as we talked about bringing Ames Web to our district, that this assessment tool really allows our teachers and teams to kind of dipstick into and see how our students are doing in their grade level content areas around ELA and mathematics. So it really gives our teachers an opportunity to see that trajectory of learning and really get an understanding of what the students are doing well with and what they're struggling with and what needs to be more of a focus area, either in the general block, content area block, or in times like flex time and different intervention opportunities like that. So those assessments are underway. The window is till the end of January. So I know that next week we do have some grade levels that are continuing to do those assessments, and I want to thank our teachers and staff for uh, um, having their students participate in such an important assessment to give us some important data. And parents and guardians, any questions about Ames Web, either the beginning of the year assessment that took place or this middle of the year checkpoint, please don't hesitate to reach out to your child's teacher, and I know they'd be happy to discuss the Ames Web assessments with you. Current kindergarten families. Our K report card was supposed to go home. I know it was supposed to go home last week, last Wednesday on the 19th. There was some technical difficulties that our tech department has worked out since. And we're in the process right now of just working with our K staff to make sure that everything transferred over correctly. And we're looking to send those K report cards home Wednesday, January 26th. So next Wednesday, parents and guardians of our current kindergarten cohort, please be on the lookout. They will go home with students in their backpacks. So you'll see those envelopes that with the first reporting of the kindergarten standards-based report card for this year. So once again, Wednesday, the 22nd of January, the first K report card will be going home. Also, keeping in line with kindergarten, our incoming K parent informational session is scheduled to take place on Wednesday, February 9th. I know in the last Medeiros Minute, we talked about this a little bit. I know that some of our families who don't participate in the census did reach out, or some of our parents and current parents and guardians let folks in the neighborhood or friends or family that you know that have an incoming kindergarten student, you did let them know to watch this Medeiros Minute video, and I appreciate that, and thank you so much, as we have had some families call us. Just a reminder, our incoming K cohorts, we get that information and that data from the town census. And then obviously students that are in our Project Grow program here and our current students, we have their information and know that they will be incoming K students. But if you do not participate in the census or you are not a current Project Grow student, we wouldn't have the information that your child is potentially an incoming kindergarten student. So thank you, current parents and guardians, for sharing this information. Any incoming K parent or guardian that is listening or watching this video, please know that those letters did go out. You should be receiving them, if not today, definitely early next week. And that letter will detail all the information you need for this parent informational night, which is taking place via Zoom. And as I mentioned, scheduled for February 9th from 6 to 7 p.m. Also in that letter, you'll see information regarding the kindergarten transition page. Wonderful page, a portion of our website that there's a section for the kindergarten transition webpage. You click on that link, it'll take you to that website. A great website to view with your child. They'll see a video of myself introducing myself. There's some slideshow of different pictures of the building. There's staff members, our current kindergarten team, introducing themselves. There's a student experience, and then there are even some guests from our district who are reading a story. So a wonderful website with a lot of great information as well for you parents and guardians on what to expect for your incoming kindergartner next year. But first step, and always excited to welcome our incoming K families. And the first step in doing that is our parent informational night. As I mentioned, that will take place February 9th from 6 to 7 p.m. via Zoom. And the link to that Zoom meeting will be in that letter. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, very pleased to announce that at last night's joint school committee meeting, that school committee did approve the 2022-2023 school calendar. So if you recall from the last Medeiros Minute, we asked our parents and guardians if you had any feedback or suggestions to offer those to our Rochester Memorial School Council parent representatives so they could bring that feedback to our meeting. We did meet. I want to thank the Rochester Memorial School Council for their feedback. That feedback was provided to our superintendent and also the joint school committee. And then we also received feedback from our staff members here at Rochester Memorial, and that feedback was presented to the superintendent and the joint school committee as well. So I'm happy and pleased to announce that at last night's meeting, they heard the feedback from not only Rochester Memorial, but all of the other schools in our district. And the committee, after some discussion and debate, did approve the 2022-2023 school calendar. I know our superintendent's office will be sending that out to all families in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. Very, very happy to have accomplished this work. Typically, it's later in the school year, so happy to bring it earlier in the school year so that our families and students know what to expect for next year. As I know, planning of trips and different things, after school activities or family events are already being planned. So this way, our parents and guardians and our students will have that information of what to expect around school days for next school year. Parents and guardians, boys and girls, this month of January, we are focusing on self-control as part of our CARES motto and how self-control helps us with self-management. Remember, boys and girls, self-control looks like thinking before you speak or act, working hard to control your own behavior, managing big emotions like anger and excitement to help keep our school environment safe. Self-management, boys and girls, is about regulating our emotions, controlling impulses, managing stress, and persevering through challenging academic tasks. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, boys and girls. Remember, take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of your environment.